Nervous, Steve. The NFL, even with Puerto Rico, why hasn't that a fair assessment? Well, I wasn't preoccupied with the NFL. I was ashamed of what was taking place because, to me, that was a very important moment. I don't think you can disrespect our country, our flag, our national anthem. To me, the NFL situation is a very important situation. I've heard that before about was I preoccupied. Not at all. Not at all. I have plenty of time on my hands. All I do is work. And to be honest with you, that's
and
the
Twitter
function of working. It's called respect for our country. Many people have died. Many people. Many people are so horribly injured.
By the hands of white officers.
Recently, and I
Klan
saw so
men.
many great young people. And they're missing legs and they're missing arms and they've been so badly injured. And they were fighting for our country. They were fighting for our flag. They were fighting for our national anthem.
They weren't fighting for a flag.
To disrespect that by kneeling during the playing of our national anthem, I think is disgraceful.
It's not about the flag.
So I will also say that, again, I read you part of his quote, but the governor of Puerto Rico is so thankful for the great job that we're doing. We did a great job in Texas, a great job in Florida, a great job in Louisiana. We hit little pieces of Georgia and Alabama. And frankly, we're doing, and it's the most difficult job because it's on the island. It's on an island in the middle of the ocean. It's out in the ocean. You can't just drive your trucks there from other states. And the governor said we are doing a great job. In fact, he thanked me specifically for FEMA and all of the first responders in
We don't hear him say that.
Also mentioning with that the U.S. Virgin Islands. It was devastated.
You lie.
So we are totally focused on that. But at the same time, it doesn't take me long to put out a wrong, and maybe we'll get it right. I think it's a very important thing for the NFL.
The wrong was to have you in the White House
during the playing of our national anthem.
Oh, give it up.
And to respect our flag. Okay?
Nobody disrespected the flag. They disrespect your ass because you're sorry. Stupid, ignorant.
I can ask you a Prime Minister question. If it's going to take a war to reign in North Korea, and what is your advice to the President on dealing with this?
I wouldn't say anything, sir.
Ninguno tenemos.
No one wishes for there to be a war anywhere in the world, but
Donald Trump does.
The recent events in North Korea, with implications in the neighboring countries, very important countries, and means that we all have to be forceful, and those of us who defend the values of democracy, freedom, and human rights have to let North Korea know that it isn't going anywhere in that direction. For the time being, sanctions have been adopted. Spain will support any political decision which will contribute to putting an end to this situation, which has nothing to do with the principles and values most of Western and global democracies defend.
Big mistake. Trump is going to make you guys go to war.
Thank you. Jose Miguel Blanco from FA. We don't know whether
Look at this idiot.
In your conversation you discussed the Catalan situation, and this is a question for President Trump. Do you support
Cheeto
what
man.
the Spanish government is doing regarding Catalonia? And I'd like to ask the President of the Spanish government whether he fears there might be a unilateral declaration of independence in Catalonia, and what would the government do then?
Well, I think that Spain is a great country and it should remain united.
Sure.
We're dealing with a great country, and it
but
should
you're
remain
trying to
united.
divide
I've been
us.
watching that unfold.
You're dividing
It's
America.
actually been unfolding for centuries, and I think that nobody knows if they're going to have a vote. I think the president would say they're not going to have a vote, but I think that the people would be very much opposed to that. I can say, only speaking for myself, I would like to see Spain continue to be united.
Sure you would.
Bien,
But you divide the United States of
decision
America.
to unilaterally declare independence is not something it's not a decision I would make. It's a decision which will have to be made or not by the Catalan government. I think it would be very wrong. And I think that right now, when everyone knows that the referendum can't take place because there isn't an electoral committee, there isn't a team at the Catalan government organizing the referendum, there aren't ballots, there aren't people at the voting station. So it's just crazy. All this will lead to is noise, but certainly there can't be...
Donald can show you how to bring the noise.
With guarantees, with minimum guarantees. I think that what would make sense in a situation such as this is to go back to common sense and put an end to this whole story.
Well, you won't get that advice from Donald Trump because he ain't got no common sense.
Tensions, and it's not contributing in any way to the citizen situation.
Look how this retard looks.
As soon as possible. And I want us to go into a new stage where the rule of law, dialogue, and common sense will prevail. Thank you.
Thank you. Major Garrett, yes, CBS.
Good.
Yes, hi.
Hours away.
He turns the microphone down on the people that are asking the questions because he doesn't really want us to hear the question. Can you tell?
And you have a special meeting, are you contemplating the deployment of special naval assets or air assets to Puerto Rico to redress problems there? And on North Korea, very quickly. The foreign minister said you have declared effectively war on North Korea, and the North Korean government has threatened to shoot down or aim at American planes flying in international airspace. I'd like your reaction.
Okay, well, I'll answer the second one first. We are totally prepared for the second option, not a preferred option.
Yeah, that's what you want anyway.
Option, it will be devastating, I can tell you that.
Yeah.
Devastating.
To us.
For North Korea. That's called the military
Shut
option.
up,
If we have
Trump.
to take it, we will.
You fucking asshole.
He's acting very badly.
Yo, he's acting
He's saying
badly.
things that should never, ever be said.
You're doing the same
And
thing.
We're replying to those things. but
Sure.
It's a reply.
Yeah.
It's not an original statement, it's a reply.
Yeah, right.
But the
Rocket
things that
Man.
he said over the last year, and if you look back, the things that he said to past administrations.
So two wrongs make a right?
North Korea is a situation that should have been handled 25 years ago, 20 years
Sure.
ago, 15 years ago, 10 years ago, and 5 years ago, and it could have been handled much more easily.
Sure.
You had various administrations.
You want to stir up
many
shit.
administrations, which left me a mess.
Sure it
But
did.
I'll fix the mess.
Yeah, you'll make a bigger
So we'll
mess.
see what happens with North Korea. As far as Puerto Rico is concerned, I think just the opposite. We have had tremendous reviews from government officials, as we have in Texas and Louisiana, and as we have in Florida, as you know, from Governor Scott.
Yeah, you're so smug.
Greg Abbott, great governors. And this morning, the governor made incredible statements about how well we're doing. We understand it's a disaster. It's a disaster that just happened.
And you're a
The
disaster.
grid was in bad shape before the storm. And Puerto Rico didn't get hit by one hurricane. Got hit by 2 hurricanes.
Ooh, really?
They were among the biggest we've ever seen, with the second one being even worse. I mean, the second one hit Puerto Rico as a Category 5. I don't believe anybody's ever seen that happen before.
No, they
Hit the
never
land
seen no
without counting
Category
the
5, but they see your ass and you're
And the
worse.
governor
You're
has
Category
been
6.
Extremely generous, and I appreciated it. We right now have our top people from FEMA, and they have been there. We are unloading on an hourly basis massive loads of water and food and supplies for Puerto Rico.
And you're pissed
And
off
this isn't
now.
like Florida, where we can go right up the spine, or like Texas, where we go right down the middle and we distribute.
Yeah,
This
there
is,
goes the
you
wall.
know, a thing called the Atlantic Ocean.
Mm-hmm.
This is tough stuff.
Sure.
The governor has been so incredible in his statements about the job we're doing. We're doing a great. Have lost their homes, so sure they want to be policed, but they also want to be able to watch their families and find their families.